Hey y'all, welcome back. If you all are new here, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my go-to makeup look. A lot of you all been complimenting my makeup in the last few videos, and this is the look that I've been wearing. And I've been wearing this look off camera as well, and I love it. It's really nice and clean and fresh. So this is the look that I've been wearing as of lately. So the first thing I'm going to do is wipe all the oils off my face. You want to make sure you do that. I'm using some micellar water to just get all of those oils off the face. You want to make sure your makeup goes on really smoothly. I'm going to use this Covergirl pencil in rich brown. And you guys seen me do my brows plenty of times before. I'm just going to follow the natural shape of my brows. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill them in. Y'all, I wish I had thick black brows, okay? Because sometimes, well, all the time, I be looking like a shaved bird. Because my brows are thin and they're light. They're not thick at all. My mom has black brows, and I don't know, I guess it just skipped me, so I have to fill mine in, and I look totally different when I put them on, and that's okay. So I'm just showing you guys right here how there is a big difference even if I didn't even fill them in yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my brows, and then we're gonna go ahead and conceal the brows afterwards. So I will be carving my eyebrows with the Kiss Full Cover Concealer. You can get this from the beauty supply store. I use the color Warm Coconut. This works just as good as the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I think this is a nice dupe for that concealer, and I love it. I'm also going to use this concealer for my under eyes in today's video as well. But I'm just going to carve out the bottom and top part of my brows, and I'm going to do the same thing on my other brow. And I just use the rest of the concealer that's on the back of my hand to use as a base on my eyelids. I'm going to start off with the Juvia's Place bronzer in Deep Dark. I'm using the top shade. And you guys, that's all I've been putting on my eyes is bronzers. So you guys will see how I do that. I love this hair look. I love using bronzers as an eyeshadow because it's basically your eyelids but better. It's really nice and natural. It gives you like a nice clean look. It's not like overly pigmented. It's just the perfect color. And I'm going to go in with the next shade, which is the deepest shade in this palette. It's the Deep Dark palette, if I didn't say. And I'm just going to use that in my crease just to bring a little definition, but it's still not too much. And that's everything that I'm going to use in my crease. And then the next product that I will be using is from NYX. So I told you guys how I'm going to be using the NYX Buttermelt bronzers, and I will be showing you guys in a few seconds right here. So yeah, I know a lot of people are not too fond of the Buttermelt bronzers, but I actually like them. I really like them. I like the way that I use them. The color that I have is the Butta dayz, and I'm just taking a fluffy brush, as you guys can see, and I'm just basically fluffing, is that a word? I'm basically blowing out that bronzer all over my lid, and it just gave me a really nice natural look. This is my lids but better kind of look. And I'm gonna do my other eye, and boom, that's all I've been doing, you guys. It's so pretty the way that all three shades just intertwine with each other. And when you put on your lashes and do your whole entire face, it just gives a really nice clean look. But we're going to be using this butter bronzer again because that's going to tie the whole look together. So after I do my eyeshadow, next I'm gonna double prime. I love double priming. I'm gonna go in with the Becca, well, okay, wait a minute, we're going in with Absolute New York. This is the Grip to Hydro. This is a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Listen, I love this stuff. Now, I'm not a big fan of gripping primers, but I really like this. But I'm gonna start only putting this on the outer part of my face and then putting my Becca primer where I get oily, and I'm just patting that primer in. And when I tell you, my makeup sticks very well to this primer. Is so good. And I think this is pretty good. I think it's better than the e.l.f. Power Grip. I'm sorry, I just, because that e.l.f. primer, wait a minute, that e.l.f. primer grip, that made me oily. And this just makes my makeup last all day. I really like it. It's from the beauty supply store. It's from Absolute New York. And I'm going in with the Becca primer. I put in that primer because it's mattifying. I put in that in the spots where I get oily. Now I'm going in with my Nars Soft Matte Foundation and Marquise Medium Deep 5. And this foundation pairs really well with that Absolute New York Hydro 2 Grip Primer. It's so good. So I recommend to try it. You guys are going to hear me talk about that primer again. And I'm wiping off that lip gloss I had on. I hate putting on foundation and I have any type of lip balm or lip gloss on my lips. It feels weird. I don't want to get lip gloss on my face because my brush accidentally hit my lip. Like, it's a lot. I don't want to deal with that. So I'm just buffing in the foundation. The key to flawless foundation, like a flawless base, is to keep blending, keep buffing till you can't buff no more. Buff your foundation in like Martin was buffing them floors when he was at the unemployment office. Buff your foundation in. Y'all remember that episode? Buff it like that. And that's how I get my face so flawless. And it's the type of brush that I use as well. I like to use a rounded dome brush. And I just keep going. Next, I'm going to go back in with that concealer, Warm Coconut. And then I'm going to use another shade from Kiss, same concealer. The concealer is called Warm Honey. This next step right here, this is the key to a flawless under eye. You need a small concealer brush. This right here is a game changer. I still use my sponge, but I use this brush more than a sponge now. It really pushes in that concealer. And I start from the bottom, then I work my way closer to my eye, to my under eye. As you guys can see, it looks very airbrush. I recommend this brush. I usually get mine from Real Techniques, and it's called a concealer brush. I will have it down below. I talked about this brush in my brush video, but you can buy the dupes from Shein or Temu. But if you don't want to purchase from them, you can get it from the drugstore. And it pushes in that concealer like no other. It pushes in that concealer, and definitely let your concealer sit for a little bit. With this concealer, it does dry down pretty fast, so you don't have to let it sit too long. Or you can spray your face before you blend out your concealer. I do that sometimes, but for the most part, I like to stay as matte as possible. And I'm just blending out all of those areas where I highlighted and put concealer. Next, I'm going to set underneath my eye, I'm using the black opal setting powder. I freaking love this powder. I have the color 400 medium. I use it all the time. I'm trying to use something else, but I just can't get, I can't stop using it. And I like to take it on the back of my hand so I can evenly apply the product better. So it won't be, you know, all caked up underneath my eyes. And I'm just setting all the areas where I highlighted, and it just looks so flawless, you guys. Now I'm going in with the Fenty powder, foundation powder in 410. I'm using my favorite brush from Sephora. This is a really nice powder brush. It is really fluffy, but it gets the product down, and I use the tip of it when I am putting powder on my forehead, and I just love this brush. And so I'm just going to set my foundation. Now it's time to contour and bronze. I'm using the black Radiance foundation stick in the color Espresso. And I'm going to use that to contour. And I like to do like, I don't know, I guess an L shape. I like to do that and then do a few dots on my forehead. This color is so beautiful. I like it. I'm going to use this brush here. I think this one is from Temu, but before I tell you about the brush, I like to push this product in, but push it up and buff. So I like buff and push up at the same time to give more of a lifted look. And the more you blend out this color, the better. But the brush, I believe this one is from Temu, but Real Techniques has this brush right here as well. It's called a sculpting brush, and that's basically what I'm doing, sculpting my face. Once again, if you want to get it for cheaper, you can get it off of Temu for probably $1 or $2. And I love this brush. I love the way it applies my cream products. And then the two little dots on the forehead, I like to push those more in my hairline so it can look a little bit more natural. But I like this as a base before I put on my powder products. And as you guys can see, it gives me it brought back some color to my face. Now I'm going to be using the e.l.f. bronzer, and before I got this, I was using my hard candy bronzer. When I'm doing this look, it just depends on what bronzer I'm using at the time, but immediately when I got the e.l.f. bronzer, I started using it, which was a couple weeks ago, and I freaking love it. This color is called Desert Sun, and it's not too warm, it's not too dark, it's just the right color. I like it because it also gives me a contour look as well, and it still brings color back to my face. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer again in Butta Dayz. Now, like I said, I know a lot of people don't really care for the color selection, but I like using this like just how I used it right now. I make sure I smile and I put it right on my cheeks. It sits nicely on top of my bronzer, and that serves as my brush, not my brush, my blush. That serves as a blush in my book. And it brings the look together. You see how I have it on my eyes, I have it on my cheek. It just brings everything together, and I love it for that reason. And I just have a really nice sun-kissed kind of look when I use that bronzer. But they do need some more shades. They really do. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. eyeliner. I've been having it, girl, I can't even... It needs to go in the garbage, but it works so well. I recommend this eyeliner. This is the e.l.f. retractable black eyeliner. This is really good. It's nice and black. It lasts all day. I love it, and I had it for a long time. So yeah, I have these eyelashes from Vluxe by ienvy. I really don't like the Vluxe brand. I don't know, for some reason. I don't know why. But these lashes right here, these are my absolute favorite. I'm going back to the beauty supply store and I'm buying some more. They are a little pricey. They're $6.99, but these are the only lashes that I really like from the Vluxe line from ienvy. I don't know, for some reason they be too stiff or too big or something, but these right here, really nice. The e.l.f. lash extender, I put it on my bottom lash. I love this mascara. It's so good. And it works really well for my bottom lashes. And I'm just basically, you know, fixing what needs to be fixed. Those brows. And I'm going in with the Juvia's Place Ready Set and Seal spray. I like this spray and I like the way it melts down my makeup. I really don't feel much when I spray it on my face, but I don't know, it's so lightweight. It's so lightweight, but it's still good. I'm going in with the what is this called? Juvia's Place lip liner in Cocoa Latte. And the lips are optional. Like, you could do whatever lip you want to do with this kind of look, because the look is more so all about complexion and being a little bit more simple and clean on the eyes. So the lips are optional. So I always go for like a nude lip. And I've been loving this MAC lipstick. I've been sleeping on Fresh Brew. I don't think they sell this color anymore. Let me know if I'm wrong or not, but this was in my collection, and honey, I've been loving this lipstick. I've been wearing it for quite a bit, for a while now, and I love it. I love it with a brown lip liner. It's a really, really nice demi sheer color. You don't need any gloss. It has a nice shine to it, and I just like how it has a semi sheer kind of vibe to it. It's a really nice nude color, and I love the way it looks with a dark lip liner. I love the way it looks with it. So yeah, this is my go-to makeup look. This is what I've been wearing. This is what you guys been seeing in my videos, honey. I love it. It's so natural. It's very bronzy at the same time. I was trying to get a thumbnail right here, but if you guys like this look, let me know if you guys going to recreate it. Subscribe if you are new here, and I'll see you guys later.